3D section, 3dsmax, stick till the end. Okay, to do that, all you have to do is to go to your scene and make sure that each element is individual. You have to ungroup everything. Okay, I will do this myself in my project. Now, all you have to do that to make one step before you do anything is to attach everything to each other. Like for example, select any object. You have to get that edit volume modifier activated. Now, right click in your scene and go to attach. Don't click on the word, click on the square beside of it. Now go to the first one, select it, and go to the last one. Before you select the last one, just hold the shift, then select it, and you will see that everything in between has been selected that way. Now attach, and you will see that your project has become as one piece. Now guys, let's go to modifier list and go to slice. Okay, I will choose slice and I will pick the X, or not the X, the Y axis this way. Okay, now choose the direction of your section. Of course, you can go maybe from here, and slice plan, you can move it the way you want. Now let's go and remove the negative one. As you can see, I already have my 3dsmax section. Now all I have to do is to set your camera and render. That's it. Now I have my section. Let's go to Photoshop. Of course guys, I have this right here. You can download these files from the description down below. I have my section right here in PNG. Of course, I will insert it right here, and I have the other elements beside it. Now let's work on the section a little bit. Actually, I'm going to create a solid color in order to make the background white so I can see what's going on right here. I'm going to expand this background a little bit, just like that, in order to see, in order to breathe. Okay, now all you have to start with is to insert the ground. Now let's go and add something right here. For example, let me name this first section and group it. Let's call it section as well. Now let's go and add a new layer right here, and I will pick the selection tool, which is the marquee tool, and let's draw like a line. No, this is not enough. Let's try from here, and yeah, this is kinda good. Okay, again, I just want to get the perfect one, just like that. Okay, that's it. And I'm going to make like a little bit of thickness, just this way. You see this one? I'm going to fill it with black. Go to adjustment layer and solid color, fill it with totally black. Now what am I going to do with the rest of it? All you can do is either to leave it that way, or you can add a land on it. Now let's go and add a new layer. I'm going to pick the selection tool, and also I'm going to do something like this. For example, let's say this way. Double click in order to close the selection. I'm going to add a solid color. Let's make it like a little bit gray, so it's going to be different from the background, and throw it behind our section, and you will see that it becomes our ground. Now I'm going to remove this one from here. I'm going to go to section. Actually, it's going to take some work, guys, so you have to be patient. Okay, now let's go from here. Now let's add some effects to it. Actually, I'm going to hit the Control key and select the mask. Okay, I'm going to add a new layer. I will get my gradient tool. Okay, choose the black color, from black to fade. Also here I'm going to choose black, hit OK. I'm going to use the linear one. Now let's do this, for example, in order we get our, exactly, this is what I want. So Control D. Now let's take this layer under that section and make some opacity. Now this thing is going to give some depth for the ground, as you can see. Okay, now we're done with the ground. Let's go to add the section of this ground. Now I have here the legs picture. Okay, I'm going to insert it to the file and adjust it according to my section using the Ctrl T, the transformation. Okay, now press the Ctrl, of course, so you can easily control the shape the way you want. Now make sure that the perspective is correct so you can get the best result. Okay, this is good, I guess. Now let's repeat that. I'm just going to press the Alt key and get a copy from that. Let's move it from here. Okay, the closer you get, the bigger it becomes. Okay, but no worries if there are any differences. I'm going to fix it at the end of this thing right here. Okay, let's just finish this. Okay, as you can see, this is our ground section. I'm going to merge all the layers, Ctrl E, and I'm going to get the eraser with 30% of opacity, and I will try to fade them and make sure that the hardness is 0. Actually, let's make it 50%, just like that, and let's fade them away in order to merge it with this background. Okay, this looks crazy. This is amazing. Ctrl T. I'm going to adjust it just a little bit. Okay, and there you go, almost done. Let's keep going. Now all you have to do is to add some extra details to it. Actually I will be adding, let me remove this floor right here. Actually, I don't really like it, but it's just an optional thing. Okay, let's go here and add our sun, for example, just right there. Yeah, exactly. As you can see, guys, that it's kinda analytic section or something, but at the end it's a 3D one. I'm going to expand it just like that. Okay, this is great, and I will be adding my details. Like, for example, I want to use this detail. I want to have it right here, for example. Let me fix it. I'm going to make it rasterized. Now let's choose the 100% opacity. I'm just fixing it, like removing its background using the selection tool, the magic wand. I'm just going to select the background of it and hit delete. As you can see that it has no background like this, you see? This is awesome. Okay, now let's add some other details. I will be adding this one as well. I'm just gonna make sure that it sticks right there. Like, it doesn't have to be in this place particularly. So anyway, that's it. This is amazing. This is amazing. Now we're going to add some explanations for the section, like some texts, for of course. Let's go here, close this section. It's done. Now I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to group it and name it text. Okay, now from this layer I'm going to pick a brush, like a normal brush, circular one with 100% hardness. Okay, now I'm going to make some leaders, like from here. For example, I'm going to add a one right here and one right here, maybe here and here. I guess this is enough for now. Now let's make a separated layer and make a smaller brush. Just resize your brush in order to make it smaller. I'm going to have a leader right here, one right here of course, and one here, just like that, and one here for this explanation right here. I forgot to remove, no, it's okay. And that's it. This is all. We may also add some extra things. Now what I'm going to be adding right now is the explanation of this, or the purpose of this 3D section. For me it's going to be a ventilation section, so I'm going to add some arrows, some extra details to it. So I'm going to add a new layer. For example, those are going to be in one group. I'm going to call it leaders. Okay, now from this layer I will be adding these cool brushes. Guys, if you don't have these brushes, you can download it from that link I mentioned above. Now let's pick something like this. Okay, this one's cool. I will be choosing the color of the sun, so I'm going to hit the Alt key or hold it, and yeah, this is crazy, this is amazing. Okay, let's direct it this way. Awesome. Going to make a big one, like couple of clicks. Like for example, I'm going to create this one. I'm going to create some other one which is smaller and other smaller things. Now these refers to the sun heat or something like that, as you can see. For example, another one right here. Okay, when the sun comes on this surface right here, it's going to expand in the interior areas just like that. So I'm going to pick actually some other let's choose something really simple like this one, for example. Going to resize it. Okay, this is great. This is great. Now I'm going to create some random arrows which refers to the reflected light inside, if you know what I mean. Okay, like when the sun comes in, it reflects the lights all over the place. Now let's add some extra arrows right here. Let's create another one. This one is related to the sun, okay, and the other one is related to the wind direction. Actually, since it's a ventilation section, so I'm going to create some wind right here. Let's say let's use that arrow, for example, or I guess there is another one which is better for the wind, like for example this one. Yes, this one, and I will color it with blue, just like that, for example. Let's make it darker or lighter, maybe. Yeah, this is good. Okay, let's assume that the wind direction comes this way, for example, reaching the cooling and filtering system. Like there has to be something right there, for example. Okay, like this wind reaches this area and there will be a cooling system just right here, and let's assume that this air comes inside this way. Into this void, as you can see, and it goes all over the ceilings just like that. Like for example, it's going to enter this way. Let's rotate it this way, for example. Actually, I will be adding, or I will be changing the color of it. I'm going to make it like a bit bolder, just like that. Yeah, exactly. And from this way, you can go the other way as well. Okay, this is awesome. I'm going to get another arrow that is bended. Let's see, I guess this one works. Yeah, this one is good. This one is very good. So assume that this air will come this way in order to freshen the area. Okay, this is enough. This is crazy. As you can see that we have added some extra details. Now let's go and add some extra leaders from here, as you can see, I will return to these layers right here, go to general, and let's add some extra. Okay, I'm going to rename this one, and I will rename these also, and this one as well, maybe this one here. Okay, now let's resize the brush to 2 pixels, for example. This is awesome. I'm going to have this one here, that one from there, this one here. Okay, amazing. Now all you have to do is to add some text and some extra like definitions. For example, let's go here and add the text right here, press T, and let's add, for example, these are, let me change the type of this typing here, like for example okay, this is good. Great. Are there any lighter the better? Okay, great. Let's say that this is the sun ray. Okay, for example, and this one is the photovoltaic glass. Okay, let's assume that let's fix the distance between them. Okay, this is great. Actually, you can add also some explanation to it, like in order to generate power, for example. Now let's go here and type reflected light. This is the reflected light right here. We can make it okay, 2 lines. This is better, I guess. Let's make it right here. This is awesome. Now let's go here and type fresh air, or let's say that this is the main hall, for example, the main hall, or the, anyway, let's go here, let's type fresh air area, for example, like since this is related to the ventilation. And this one here is, let's say it's the cold air entering the space. Here we can say that this is the wind. And from here, let's say that this is the Windows structure. Now, in order to make it like more organized, we're going to add a circle right here. Now let's go to this tool right here. It's an amazing one. Now let's draw a circle, hold the shift in order to get like a perfect circle. Okay, I might add it to this line right here, like make them in touch. Now let's choose, for example, 5 pixels, maybe. No, 5 is too much. 3 pixels. Let's have it, sorry, not the fill one, the stroke. Go to black. And yeah, this is great. We can also make it like a dotted line. I guess 2 pixels are enough. We're going to resize this detail right here to This is awesome. You can also keep this inside or maybe keep it from the outside. It's up to you. This is great. Okay, another thing right here. I will be adding a rectangle around it. It's like a frame. Also, we can have a dotted frame or a solid one. It's up to you. I'll be having this dotted one and I will make it in touch. We are almost there. Yeah, this is awesome. And yes, this is great. Now let's name our section. Let's say it's the ventilation 3D section, for example. It's totally up to you. And I will make it like bold, for example. I will resize it that way. And let me do something like to make it also in 3D, to make it in a line with my section. To make it bigger a little bit. Yeah, this looks amazing. Now let me recolor it, maybe with white, and then I will go to the layer style from here, double click on the side of the layer and stroke. As you can see that it's with black. Okay, this is amazing. You can also drop shadows to it. Maybe you can cancel the stroke and the drop shadows. It may look more convincing. Yeah, I like that. I like that even more. And that's it, guys. This is everything for the 3D section from 3dsmax to Photoshop. And you can also use this section in your layout, for example, like I did here. As you can see, like this is my project and this is my 3D section. As you can see right here, like it looks really dope and amazing, and it gives extra details and it shows that you are interested in what you are studying. So if you like it, don't forget to throw a thumbs up and leave your feedback in the comments down below. And please guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and hopefully you are enjoying my videos. Till the next one.